break from our usual content. I asked Nick to get us a Christmas tree. So last year we had a real tree, and the tree we had the year before that is a bit bald and has kind of fallen apart. So we need a new tree this year. I asked Nick to go get that tree. Nick, what did you buy?
3 meters.
So obviously you can see up here where the roof would have finished prior to being ripped down versus where our tree finishes. So thank God we're raking the ceiling, but I still have doubts that he's going to fit in next year once the ceiling's raked because he's quite large. So Nick, how tall are you?
6'4".
6'4". And
10-foot tree.
there's a fair bit of tree above you. So she's quite large and in charge. Howdy all. So obviously where we left off last week, we took all the render down and all the plaster. So today's task is to start repointing. We're going to start with the section here because this will have another wall in front of it. So if it's ugly, it'll be hidden. Perfect it there before we go to the areas where we're going to put the bookcases. So I've got Alison from Anchors and Intersections out here today to help. Obviously they did a fair bit of pointing, I think 3 out of the 4 walls at their house on the exterior so far. So it's going to show me, give me a bit of a quick how-to guide so I can get stuck into doing all of this area here. So let's get started with that then. Alright, let's go get some. Pretty crucial step of this is obviously some gloves. So the lime will eat the skin away from your hands. Anywhere it makes contact. So got these rubber kitchen gloves to act as a barrier and protect the skin. Stanley knife and it just goes everywhere. You cut it. Put your gloves on. Yeah, just put a lid on that bucket, and if it starts looking a bit grey, add some water to it.
Yeah. Hydrated lime.
Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. Alright, let's go for around my house. Alright. Take a bucket. We'll be back, people. And
I thought you said hydrated. So is this the red lime putty or whatever it is, or is it something different?
yeah, this is red lime patty. Oh. This is the right stuff. We're back again. Nick got the wrong lime, so we've been and stolen Alison's lime. Yeah. Got the real lime, guys. Looks a little different to what you got. So if you were to slate that lime, so you get that lime, you put it in this, you put water on it, and then you let it do its thing for a couple of months. Alright. Yeah, you slate it. It'll take a while. That's why we got it. Where did the other bucket go that we need? Where did the Bunnings bucket go next in the car? I grabbed it. Oh,
there was...
Oh, it's sandcastle.
I don't know how it needs to be mixed up.
I don't know.
Is that about right?
You made a sandcastle.
I did make a sandcastle. Okay, so.
That form of so
No,
that's good.
fine. Yeah, this is wet. That's alright. We're going to wet it more anyway. Okay, so what? How many of these? 3 of those. And then that should be around the same size anyway. So we'll do 3 of those and then a couple of limes.
Dad,
Yeah, buddy.
Depends how much you
3?
want. Yeah, and a couple of lime.
Yeah, man.
No, oh, I was going to say you can just use that scoop if you want. Just keep scooping it out because they're roughly the same size. So a tiny scoop a bit more. Yeah, do that. Just scoop a little tiny bit more out of there. Yeah. There you go. Now you probably want. You got a bottle? Put some water in, like a 2-litre bottle or something, or a jug or something.
are you mixing the dirt with that?
I'm mixing sand with something called lime. And then we're going to put that in the wall, and that's going to fix our broken wall.
And our broken roof?
We probably can't use it to fix the roof. That's going to need something different. Yeah. We need Daniel for that.
Who's Daniel?
The guy that's going to fix the broken roof. He's the man that fixes roofs. Yeah. Well, he does ceilings. What else we've got to fix? Ceilings and walls. Tip that in. Probably half to start with.
Is that water?
Right. Yep. Now start mixing. And then
Do
we'll
that same thing, or?
Yep. And then we'll end up, because you won't have to keep mixing that. That'll just be mixed for now, and then probably won't have to mix that for a couple of weeks sort of thing. Like baking a cake.
Still dry on the bottom.
Yeah, don't put in the water, just mix it around.
Is that all mixed?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's about the consistency you want to point. If I was going to gun it in, I'd make it a little bit more sloppy because it's easier to get through the gun. But
Yeah.
this for pointing,
All right, so take our bucket.
it's pretty good. You can get one that's about twice as fat as that skinny one you got.
Okay.
Ideally, I wouldn't use this corner one. It'll work, but I should have grabbed the other
On
one.
the roof.
He's a bit fatter. Over time, it'll become easier. At first, you'll feel like it's going to fall back out at you, but this is what we're doing. So, you got a little skinny one from it? Yeah. Okay, so then you just get this, push it in. And I have another one I use that's probably 3 times as wide as that. You'll see them.
Okay.
Get yourself one of those for the thicker ones, but
Bird in here. Sweet.
thinner ones. You just got to keep pushing it in there. And sometimes I resort to using my hands.
Yep.
In those real little cracks, I'll get my fingers in there and push it in. But yeah,
You're watching Tatey so you can get it done? Yeah, you gonna do it?
just got to keep filling those holes. Against the wall and push her in. Yeah. Try right against the wall. Just against the wall. Yeah. It's frustrating. You have my eye for it. It just sort of feels awkward, but you just get better at it. I feel like it's just falling out. Yeah, I told you you'll feel like it's falling out, but you do get better at it. Just learn how to jam it in there.
I want to be good. Losing holes everywhere.
You can see, it's an amateur. You'll get better at it. I'll show you.
I feel like I'd be better at a finger painter. is there any issues with, like, say for example, I do this in the sponge and some of it's not as deep as it should be. Will it like have a meltdown if you put more over the top of it?
Nah, but I always try to not let it set and then put more over it, because then it doesn't tend to key to it properly.
Yeah.
As long as it's not set, it'll be fine. Like you can join, I would do a section and then start again the next day. It is what it is, but this will take quite a while. Like it'll be still wet in a couple of hours.
Yeah, so if I go get my sponge later.
Yep, and then you can come back and sponge it. I would usually do it in the morning, come back and sponge it, or do it in the afternoon, come back and sponge it the next morning.
So we need to do like a child-proof barrier around it?
Maybe. So then finger paint in it.
Well, it's more so the fact that she likes to come and chip the stones off the wall for me.
Yeah, so she'll be chipping the mortar out. I'll see if it's even starting to firm up. Probably it'll be already. So I would just go through when this firms up, like in a couple of hours, and just try and push it in because it'll be firmer.
Yep.
And then there. Basically, that's your job. Weeks a day.
Alright, there we go. So that little bucket worth got us a fair way down the wall.
Work out how much you're going to need.
She's not very pretty, and obviously still got to sponge it and everything like that. This is our first go, but yeah. Hopefully anyone that's planning on doing any repointing learn a bit out of that, but I know I definitely did, and we'll see it come into practice with the rest of this wall. Right, now we're going to go over to Acres and Intersection, help them with some fencing for the flower garden. So everybody for watching. Not a lot of progress this week, but definitely a lot of learning. It's exciting for us. We're starting to see things go back together and not just everything falling apart. We've been and got a couple of kitchen quotes done the last couple of weeks, so it's definitely starting to feel real for us that there's a bit of progress happening, which is exciting.
Yeah, the pointing is good to see getting done. I can sort of follow Jordan through as she gets the pointing done and start building the stud frame, which will be the new back wall for our open living dining area. Weather's looking pretty good this week, so hopefully a bit of different content in the next episode. Got a skid steer hired, it's a bunch of old fences and concrete pads and stuff around the backyard that we'll dig out and do some levelling so we can get some garden beds established. So something a bit different next week, hopefully.
First week of summer for us here in Australia, so I know that's not the case for everybody come Christmas, but it is for us. Just want to get that sort of yard reno underway before it starts to get really hot. So that's our goal for this week. Hopefully get the rest of that wall repointed. We need to decorate our obscenely large Christmas tree as well. So yeah, fair bit to get through this week. Hopefully fair bit of progress and content for next week. But thanks again everybody for watching. Welcome if you're new. If you would like to follow along with our journey and stay up to date with what we achieve, please go ahead and subscribe. If you don't want to, that's okay as well. But otherwise, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks everybody.
See you next time.